That graffiti.
Oh, that was, I lived on the Upper East Side of Manhattan, and there was an area where there was a group of kids who they called a posse. That's what they called the graffiti groups that traveled around.
Okay. When is this now?
This is back in like '89, and there was a group of kids that would always deface one grocery store on like in the '80s, or 79th Street actually. And the neighborhood association for that block wanted to do something to keep the wall from being defaced anymore. So they hired me. Someone had found out that I do murals, I do illustration. They hired me to do a mural for that wall. And I had a group of kids who were the posse, basically not wanting me to paint the wall. And they would deface when I started to paint. They would deface it. So I took a bed sheet and wrote to them on the bed sheet that if they would help me paint the wall, that I would pay them and they could be a part of the project. So they were agreeable with it, as I wrote back on the bed sheet, that they would do that.
On a bed sheet?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Because I didn't want to deface the wall anymore.
Right.
So I taped this huge bed sheet, and they wrote when they would meet me. And
That's incredible.
And then they were supposed to meet me to start. And unfortunately, the night they were supposed to meet me, the head of this group was in a car accident and got beheaded. And so the last place he signed was the wall that I was trying to draw on.
Wow.
And so what happened from that was I had a whole group of kids come up to me and threaten me that if I was to do any more on that wall, that they were going to come after me and hurt me. So basically I went back to the bedsheet stuff and worked it out that pasted another bedsheet on the wall and said, if you help me finish this, the scene was of a park, I will let you do a tombstone in the park that memorializes him. And they agreed to that.
Wow.
And I finished the mural, and they did a tombstone. And it was on 79th and 1st Avenue for a long time. It's not there anymore, but it got written up in the Post, the whole story, because it was a really cool. I also had a place called Sumbo Productions wanting the rights to the whole story to do it as a movie.
Yeah, that's great.
It was a really cool thing.
Never got made, huh?
No, never got made.
Maybe someday.